Imagine a cold winter evening, the fireplace crackling, and the soothing sound of a Christmas carol filling the air. Let's take a journey back to the origins of Christmas music. Long before Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You" topped the charts, the melodious strains of Christmas music were heard in quieter, more sacred spaces. Tracing the roots of Christmas music takes us back to the 4th century, a time when Latin hymns echoed in the high, vaulted ceilings of churches and cathedrals. The earliest Christmas music was not the jovial, catchy tunes we're familiar with today. These were religious songs, solemn and reverent, meant to honor the birth of Jesus Christ. The lyrics were typically in Latin, the language of the church, and were designed to be sung during Mass. One of the oldest known Christmas songs is Jesus Refulsit Omnium, Jesus, Light of All the Nations. Composed by Saint Hilary of Poitiers in the 4th century, during this time Christmas music was not just entertainment, it was a form of worship. It was a way for the faithful to express their devotion and joy for the holiday. The music was deeply spiritual, with lyrics that told the story of the Nativity, the arrival of the Magi, and the promise of salvation. These early hymns set the foundation for the rich tradition of Christmas music that would evolve over centuries. They laid the groundwork for the diverse range of Christmas songs we enjoy today, from the soul-stirring "O Holy Night" to the festive "Jingle Bells." But as we move forward in time, the tone and purpose of Christmas music began to shift. The solemn Latin hymns of the 4th century gradually gave way to more accessible vernacular songs. This shift marked the beginning of a new era in the history of Christmas music, one that would bring the joyous sounds of the holiday to every corner of the world. From hymns in the 4th century, Christmas music has come a long way. Let's move forward in time to the Middle Ages. As we move into the Middle Ages, Christmas music begins to take on a different form. The Middle Ages, spanning from the 5th to the 15th century, was a time of significant transition and transformation, and this was reflected in the music of the period. The solemn religious hymns that had dominated the early Christian era began to evolve into something more communal and accessible. During this time, Latin was the language of the church, and thus of Christmas music. However, the average person did not understand Latin. This led to a desire for songs in the vernacular, songs that people could understand and participate in. Thus, the shift towards more community-focused music began. The Middle Ages gave birth to a tradition that we still hold dear today: caroling. The term carol originally referred to a type of circle dance, often accompanied by singing. Over time, the dancing faded away, but the music remained. These songs, sung in the local language and often featuring simple, repetitive melodies, were designed to be sung by the community, not just the clergy. Carols were not initially focused on the nativity story. Instead, they celebrated the entire Christmas season, from the Annunciation to the Epiphany, and incorporated elements of everyday life. This made them relatable and popular among the masses. With the advent of the Franciscan movement in the 13th century, there was a push to bring religion to the people, to make it a part of their daily lives. This resulted in more songs about the Nativity and the life of Christ, songs that were designed to teach as well as entertain. In England, the tradition of wassailing, visiting houses in the neighborhood and singing in exchange for food and drink, became popular. This custom, a precursor to our modern-day caroling, further solidified the role of music in community celebrations. So with the Middle Ages, caroling was born, but the evolution of Christmas music didn't stop there. Let's travel to the Victorian era. In the Victorian era, Christmas music experienced a renaissance, and many of the songs from this time are still popular today. The 19th century, especially the Victorian era, was a time of immense change and growth, and this was reflected in the music of the period. Christmas music during the Victorian era was influenced by a variety of factors. The Industrial Revolution was in full swing, and with it came increased urbanization and a new middle class with disposable income and leisure time. This led to an explosion of cultural activity, including music. One of the most famous Christmas songs from this era is "Jingle Bells." Although it was originally written for a Thanksgiving program in 1857 by James Lord Pierpont, it quickly became associated with Christmas. The song's catchy tune and simple lyrics made it an instant hit, and it has remained a staple of Christmas music ever since. Another beloved song from the Victorian era is "O Holy Night." This song was originally written in French by Adolphe Adam in 1847 and later translated into English. It's a profoundly moving piece that captures the awe and wonder of the birth of Jesus. The song has been covered by countless artists over the years, and its powerful message continues to resonate with listeners today. The tradition of singing carols on Christmas Eve also gained popularity during the Victorian era. Families would gather around the piano and sing songs to celebrate the holiday. This was a time of togetherness and joy, and the music reflected this spirit. Songs like Hark, The Herald Angels Sing, and Silent Night were part of these festive gatherings, filling homes with their uplifting melodies. From the Victorian era, we have some of the most well-known Christmas songs. These songs have stood the test of time, and their popularity shows no signs of waning. They continue to bring joy and warmth to the holiday season, connecting us with a time long past, yet still very much alive in our hearts. But what about more recent times? Let's jump forward to the 20th century. The 20th century brought us many Christmas classics that have defined the holiday season for many of us. As the world stepped into the 20th century, Christmas music witnessed a transformation like never before. The era of pop culture was dawning, and with it, the birth of some of the most iconic Christmas songs. Let's take a stroll down memory lane and revisit some of these classics. Picture this: it's the 40s, the world is slowly healing from the scars of war, and Bing Crosby's White Christmas airs on the radio. The song, with its heartfelt lyrics and Crosby's soothing voice, struck a chord with everyone, becoming an instant hit. It was not just a song, it was a beacon of hope, a promise of peaceful and merry Christmases to come. The following decade saw an outpouring of Christmas music, each song becoming a staple of the holiday season. Who could forget the catchy tune and infectious joy of Jingle Bell Rock, or the soulful rendition of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas? Each song, in its unique way, captured the spirit of Christmas and left an indelible mark on the hearts of listeners. Then came the 90s, an era that gave us one of the biggest Christmas hits of all time. Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You took the world by storm. With its upbeat melody and festive cheer, it's a song that has transcended time and continues to be a favorite even today. These songs and many others have played a significant role in shaping Christmas celebrations worldwide. They have brought families together, spread cheer, and created wonderful memories. The influence of pop culture on Christmas music is undeniable. It has allowed artists to experiment with different genres and styles, making Christmas music more diverse and inclusive. The 20th century gave us many of our favorite holiday tunes, but what about Christmas music today? In today's world, Christmas music is more diverse than ever, with artists from all genres putting their spin on the classics. This contemporary era of Christmas music is an exciting blend of tradition and innovation. From pop to rock, country to R&B, artists are crafting Christmas tunes that resonate with a broad spectrum of musical tastes. Notable artists like Taylor Swift, Michael Bublé, and even the indie band The Killers have all released holiday music that has made its way into the seasonal rotation. In addition to new original Christmas songs, there is a thriving trend of modern renditions of classic carols. These covers often infuse new life into age-old melodies, giving them a fresh twist while still retaining their original charm and essence. Mariah Carey's all-time favorite, All I Want for Christmas Is You, and Pentatonix's a cappella versions of traditional carols are prime examples of this. Yet, it's not just the artists shaping the landscape of contemporary Christmas music. The influence of streaming services can't be overstated. Platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music have changed how we consume music, including our holiday favorites. These platforms offer curated Christmas playlists, allowing listeners to easily discover new artists and songs. Moreover, the convenience of streaming has made Christmas music more accessible, leading to a surge in its popularity. The power of these platforms is such that they can even generate viral Christmas hits. A recent example is the song Christmas Tree Farm by Taylor Swift that quickly rose to popularity on various streaming platforms. Despite the changes and developments, the heart of Christmas music remains the same. It's all about evoking that festive spirit, spreading joy, and bringing people together. It's about celebrating love, peace, and goodwill. And that's the magic of Christmas music. It can adapt, evolve, and yet its core remains untouched by the passage of time. From ancient hymns to modern pop hits, Christmas music has been a part of holiday celebrations for centuries. It's a testament to the enduring power of music and the timeless spirit of Christmas.